Good morning, everyone. We are finally going to unbox a box of 2Bangers, go over some of the features, talk about some of the options. Let's learn a little. So, just as before, we have the same three beam patterns, spot, wide, and combo. Of course, just as always, the wide beam pattern is DOT approved for use as an on-road fog light if it is properly mounted and properly aimed. All new for the 2Bangers and the 1Bangers, though, we have the flood beam pattern, which is going to be exactly what it sounds like. A very wide beam pattern in all directions. Very useful if you're trying to do slow speed rock crawling or if you're just trying to work around the vehicle at night. That's a pretty solid option. That is not an option on some of the bigger lights, but take that as you will. Let's open this up here. Just as always, we have our nice little fold out with the off-roading. This time it is a Raptor. It is not a Jeep. We like off-road vehicles of all kinds. We don't discriminate. This tear is from me just ripping into this a little too excitedly. Don't worry, yours will not be pre-torn. And then we get down to our lights. Obviously, this one is right there. You will have two in a box if you order them. Quick few details on the lights. You can see right up top the Morimoto logo here, I was holding upside down, is now lighted, which I think is a nice little touch. It looks kind of cool. Not too bright, not too dim, doesn't really take away from the rest of the light output. It just looks cool. The plug for these lights is no longer on a pigtail. It is a solid plug directly in the back of the light. Some people might really like this, some people might not. Kind of just depends on your application. I think it's probably 50-50 either way. Keep going a little bit further. Very important. Previously, with the 4Bangers, if you bought them, the brackets, the hardware, all came in a separate package. They are now in the box, under the insert. Do not, please do not throw this away without first getting that out. That is very important. However, just like usual, we have very solid heavy-duty bracketry for the lights. Some pretty beefy hardware to hold them on. Good things there all around. While we're talking about it, though, we should mention these brackets are a little bit different. They're held on just a little bit different than the 4Bangers were. It is no longer just one large center bolt. It is now two outside bolts that you set the angle with. There's 3 holes to give you plenty of options with how you put this bracket on and what angle you set it at. Another fun thing Morimoto is doing with the 2Bangers and with the big bangers, they make bracketry so that you can link several lights together and make your very own styled light bar. You can either get them pre-built, pre-spec'd out, or you can buy all the lights separately, buy all the brackets, and put together your own light bar with your own configuration. Different beam patterns, different light outputs, different power levels. Any different combination you could want. You could have amber on the outside, and a high power spot beam white on the inside. Whatever your heart desires, you can make it happen. I think that is really cool feature to have. I personally am definitely going to be getting one here in the future. Well, I think that's about all we got for these. I mean, it is just a littler 4Banger. Instead of 3 LEDs, we now just have 2. Stay tuned for more. Hopefully we'll be putting these on some different projects soon. We have some other stuff in the works. As always, stay tuned till next time.